Kia and welcome to Craft Artosaurus. My name's Paula and today I thought I'd use one of my jelly print extravaganzas, I don't know, one of my masterpieces from last week, and I'm just going to try and make it useful for a swap. So I've been thinking about mushrooms quite a lot since my tree painting the other week, and so I just thought, oh, I wonder if I can kind of make it a bit mushroomy and fun. Maybe not, but I'm going to give it a go. This could totally ruin my whole picture, my whole print, but I don't think it's going to. I really feel it's a little bit dark. The more I look at it, the more I think, oh, it seems quite a dark print. So I want to lighten it up. Oh my goodness, that was hard to say, wasn't it? I've had a lovely morning. So my husband, as you know, plays golf, and I said to him, before you leave today, I know the dreaded words, I'm sure all the husbands who are listening in are going, oh dear. Before you leave today and go and do all your golfing, which is fine. I love that he's got his golf in his life. You know, I've got my art and my sewing, so he should have something as well. That's his, that he doesn't have to do with me just because, you know, I happen to be around. Seems a little bit, rude to expect him to do things with me all the time. So, I don't know. It makes sense in my mind. I'm sure others are agreeing with me. I'm sure you're all agreeing with me now, actually. So I just thought, I really, a little while ago, we decided that we would try this, I guess it's a new shower cleaner. And we've got this thing here called Shower Witch. Oh, I should draw a witch on top of a mushroom. Sorry, my mind went blah, blah, blah. So Shower Witch, where were we? Yes, we're going to get some Shower Witch because we'd run out. And the thing is, it's quite expensive. I don't know if it's worth the money, to tell you the truth. Oh, it keeps your shower lovely. Really, it does. It's a fantastic product. It's made here in New Zealand. What more could I possibly say? It's really quite cool, really. But I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to get Shower Witch. And he'd heard about this product at a place called Mitre 10, which is like a big hardware store for those people who aren't from New Zealand. So yeah, a big hardware store. And so gosh, it's really hard to see what I've drawn. I'm going to have to go in with, I'm going to use these metallic pens. So he went off and grabbed this new stuff, and I gave the shower a jolly good clean. I wanted to do that for a while. Clean down all the walls and all that sort of thing. And then, oh, I'm so happy, he moved the DVD player down to the family room. So that's usually in our main lounge at this end of the house. The house is, we're very lucky with the house that we have, and I know that, it's a beautiful, big, lovely old villa. It's just a lovely house. I really love our house. Yes, can't say enough about it. We have lovely neighbours. You know, Greymouth is just a great place anyway to live. So yes, so I've got 3 mushrooms. I need another one up here, don't I, really? This one should come along like so, and that would be behind there, the legs. There we go. I quite like this. You know what, I'm going to do it up here. So yeah, we've had, so he went and did that, and then DVD down the other end. Woohoo, I can now watch a few things and relax, and just make the other end a bit more useful. We're coming into winter sooner or later, so I think autumn's coming. Goodness knows when daylight savings is. Having said that, it's most probably this weekend. I don't know, it's happening soon, I do know that. So that'll be fine. Daylight savings kicks in, and from there, I think, I see I quite like this, so I'm going to put another one here. Oh, this is just me doodling, I guess. Yeah, this is not very exciting for you all. I'm having fun. Yeah, drawing mushrooms. I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough mushrooms, isn't it? I guess I should really have a little kind of hill that they're all standing on. This one can be in front, that one can be in front, that one there can be behind. Right, and now hopefully if I go in with these, it should make it all cool and funky. Well, that's the thought behind it. Whether or not it will be cool and funky has yet to be seen. So yeah. Oh no, look, cool and funky. Okay, so it would be better if maybe the mushrooms, I don't know, I can't really see my black that well, and I don't get a black in the set, but that's okay. I'm just playing around and having some fun. I'll do silver on there. Yeah, that'll be nice. So yeah, so he's now off at golf. I've had some lunch. It was very nice. Quite a relaxing day actually. Watched a few YouTubes, caught up on a few things. Loads of washing done and that sort of thing. Oh, and I went to Pins and Needles, which was lovely. It's just nice to get uptown for a little bit. And no, I think I'm going to do silver. Went uptown. Oh, and I got some neon threads. So I'd seen someone online. Gosh, I don't know who it was, but they were doing something and they had some neon thread, and it just looked so interesting. I thought, oh, for my heart swaps, I want some neon threads. So yeah, the want monster kicked in, so away I went and I got it. And that was kind of cool and fun and funky, and yeah, that's been my morning so far. So of course now I'm relaxing with you lovely guys on YouTube, you poor things. I don't know, I haven't really had a very busy week as such. Oh, funny story. I do stress this is funny. When we were visiting when we went to my daughter's birthday, Melanie's birthday, we were sleeping in a motel as you do, you know, because that's what we do. We go away and we stay in motels, lots and lots of fun. Thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. And while we were, well, it was quite late at night. I think I'll do this in silver so I can see what the mushroom's doing. So it was quite late I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, my iPad went ding, as it does, as it's prone to do from time to time. And so it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and so I, of course, thought, oh my God, one of the girls is dead. Ergo, oh dear, I'm such a mum, aren't I? Yeah, so I jumped out of bed, as you're inclined to do, and I forgot I was in a motel room, which, I don't know, I'm laughing about it now, but at the time it wasn't that funny. So I walked into a wall and then kind of remembered, oh yeah, I'm in a motel room, walked over, grabbed the iPad and had a look at it. And it was a message from Annie Claxton saying something about alive. So it wasn't like earth-shattering, ergo none of the girls were dead and, you know, I could go back to sleep. All was well in my world. So I was going to put the iPad down and jump back into bed, and then I thought, hang on, I don't remember seeing my wallet after I'd been at the restaurant, after we'd been on these scooters having fun scootering around. So I thought, oh, I better sort that out. So off I toddled, I went over to my handbag, opened it up, reached in, grabbed my wallet, and as I did that, I dropped the iPad on my foot. Oh, I was hopping around that room, And a part of me is kind of thrilled about that because years and years ago, my tibia fibia popped away when I was in the army. It just popped off, and I'd had it operated on my right leg. But since then, I haven't been able to. My right leg has always been a bit of a bother to me. You know, I wouldn't want to go for a very long hike anymore. Wouldn't want to go parachuting. All those fun things that I used to do, I just don't want to do now. That's it. Not interested. Don't want to do it. And so there I was hopping around the room as you're inclined to do when your foot's killing you. and trying not to be too loud because Jason, my husband, was still sleeping. Don't want to wake up the husband. I thought, don't wake up the husband. Be quiet, Paula. So I was going kind of like that. And Jason, of course, did wake up. And he said, why are you making that noise? And I said, I dropped the iPad on my foot. And he said, is the iPad okay? Not, oh, you poor woman, poor you. No, it was, is the iPad okay? So, yeah, I had to stop hopping to pick up the iPad. And yes, it was fine. I said, yes, the iPad's fine. And he rolled over, went back to sleep. But anyway, that was quite a while ago. And you're most probably wondering why I'm talking about it now. It'd been bothering me most of this week. Like, it was really painful. And I thought, there's something wrong here. Something is not right with my foot. You know, it's something's gone wrong with it. I've done something to it. I need to go and see a doctor. So I sucked it up and went and saw a doctor who also asked, was the iPad okay? Oh dear. But I got a form to be x-rayed, so I was happy, very, very happy. I thought, well, this will give me the answers I want. There'll be a little crack there. I'll get a moon boot. All will be well. Away we go. But there is no crack at all. It's just a very, very, very sore foot that you can't put much pressure on. So she said, oh, well, you can go physio. But I don't know. We have a wonderful health system here in New Zealand, and I do know that. But I live on the west coast of New Zealand, and to get physio here is virtually impossible. Ergo, I know I'm not going to get it on my foot. So, yep. So I got my husband to rub my foot last night. I was like, rub my foot, it's sore, it's not broken. Let's see if we can sort this out. And so this morning I woke up and yes, I have a lovely bruise coming out now. So before it was like really bruised, quite nasty looking. So that's why I thought, well, maybe I did break it. You know, these things pop through my mind. Maybe I did break it. But yeah, no, definitely isn't broken. So bonus there. It's just a very sore foot that the doctor reckons I should go and get physio on. But of course, I'm not going to get into physio here. They're absolutely flat out. You know, we've got people having knee operations and new hips and that sort of thing. That's what physio is used for here on the coast. Not for someone who dropped an iPad on her foot. Which, you know, you've got to laugh about it, don't you? You really do. So, yes. But yes, I blame Annie. Annie, if you're watching, I blame you for me dropping my iPad on my foot. Definitely wasn't my fault. It was all Annie's fault. So, yes. Well, that looks all right, doesn't it? And I think now this is going to be quite useful. I want black to come back into it, maybe white. So I need to have a little think about that. So I'm just going to keep on colouring in and nattering away. If this is driving you potty, you most probably need to fast forward me or something. I don't know. I'm thinking this bit here can be done in this. To tell you the truth, I quite like the thought of that being in this colour. Now, I usually do my stalks all the same colour, but I'm not going to because it doesn't matter. This is a whimsical Mind you, all of the work I do whimsical, isn't it? But I like the thought of having lots of colours kind of coming down. I guess I've, yeah, and this is kind of cool. It's a bit like my trees I did the other week. So yes, I'm toying with what I'm doing with the heart swaps and that in my head. And when I saw this lady who used all this lovely neon thread, I was like, oh, I want some neon thread. So I'm going to throw that in with what I do. So I will do a video. I guess it'll be a bonus one. I'm not sure. I guess it will be a bonus, kind of another little video that will show you. I think I'll do silver with the blue. That will show you how I do the heart swaps and that sort of thing, in case someone would like to take my idea and expand on it, or take my idea and use it, then you're more than welcome to. I am thinking this needs... Oh, I'm doing blue mushrooms, and mushrooms are on my mind because a lot of my friends have been out in the bush. I'm still not walking in the bush. Out in the bush, and they're coming across the native blue mushrooms that we have here, and they are so cute. Oh, so cute. I don't know if they get them up north, to tell you the truth. I don't remember, because we used to go to Pohongina Valley, I think it was called. I think it's Pohongina Valley. We used to go to Pohongina Valley every year camping. We went to the same camping place. It's just something the family did. Yeah, it's a very New Zealand thing. You go camping. So we had a caravan that we went out in. And I have lots of kind of happy memories about that, actually. So, you know, some of it's funny because the amount of times things went wrong. Oh my goodness. Oh, we were always flooded out. I don't know why. You know, we went to the same place. We always got flooded out. One year the caravan went down the river. Thankfully, it got stuck on some trees, and that was exciting. So yeah, just lots of things like that. You know, it seemed to be how things were growing up. We went to Pohongina Valley. That was a must. There was a year my brother Reese got a fantastically big chocolate Easter egg. It was massive, absolutely massive, and a possum broke into their tent and took off with it. Oh dear. So, you know, that's why you don't stay in tents. That's why you stay in the awning. Oh, it was so sad. He was so upset, though, because, you know, we only got one Easter egg. You know, Mum and Dad had 5 kids. I imagine they didn't actually have a lot of money with 5 kids. The more I think about it, we really did have a lovely childhood. We were very lucky. You know, it's very true. We were very lucky. You know, a lot of families in New Zealand didn't go camping, and we were one of the lucky ones that did. I'm sure we drove our parents absolutely crazy complaining about it, though. I'm fairly certain we did. But I guess them's the breaks when you have 5 kids. We used to sing in the car on the way there. I think that drove my mother slightly crazy, but I cannot confirm or deny this. So, oh dear, it was just a lovely time. There was a fallen tree that you used to walk over, and it was a lovely, it was a massive, I think it was a rata. Fairly certain it was a rata. So yeah, that was lots of fun. It was just when I look back on it now, I know at the time I was most probably a pain in the butt, but I can smile about it now. There were some fun times there. So yeah, I don't know if everyone else would agree with me in the family, but we were very, very lucky. You know, have a caravan, go camping, stay in the awning. We were there for quite a while. Yeah, for quite some time we were there for. Yeah. So I'm nearly finished actually. So this is a really quick one, isn't it? I'm just going to use the green on the ground. That's why I haven't used it yet. That, and I don't think it's very opaque. So I love the 3 New Zealand blue mushrooms. Yep, that's not too bad. It's going to be usable now. I mean, it was usable before, wasn't it? Really. I'm just turning it. Hopefully I'm still in shot. I've just been yakking away to you. Oh, no, I guess I shouldn't really turn it. I don't know. Oh, no, they're already dry. Okay, so I was thinking of grass. Oh gosh, I've gone quiet. So sorry. I don't know. There's nothing else really that's happened other than the X-ray on my foot that wasn't broken. I went to printing. Oh, I took my jelly plate. Oh, I had myself a blast. I really did. I gave it a good go, which I haven't really done since, you know, I got it for my birthday that time. Oh, yeah, no, I quite like that. There's possibilities there. Bits and pieces are kind of annoying me a little bit, but I'll get over that. I just, thinking maybe some dots, just dots. That's different. I quite like that. I'm going to add it over here on this one to the part of me is wondering, I'm going to most probably ruin it. I don't know. Kind of want something like that. So that looks like the mushrooms. Does that work? No, I kind of like that. Yeah, I do like that. Okay, I might change this one up a bit. So I haven't really got a set idea. I just thought I would doodle and see where this takes me today. I feel like I'm getting paint on myself, but I've checked and I'm not. There we go. And I think I can use that now as a thank you for swapping with me card. It's quite sweet. So yeah, well, I'll have to obviously back it, but that's kind of cool. I do like that. Maybe fix that bit there up. There we go. Guess I'm in a mushroom mind frame. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this very quick video. I'll grab some paper and some pencils, and I'll start a video, a picture, a different sort of picture. But yeah, I guess we're just going to do a few little pictures today. So I'll see you shortly. So welcome back. I've done a quick picture of sorts. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on mushrooms at the moment. So it's a mushroom drawing, people. A whimsical mushroom drawing. I've got out my Derwent. Ugh, this is still covered in stuff. That's really unusual. I usually clean my brushes better than that. Well, that's a shocker. That's a bit better. Where was I? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm using my Derwent pastels, and this is actually Derwent watercolor paper. I got it in Scrawlerbox eons ago. Eons and eons, when I was a young lass. I don't know. It's been so long since I've had a Scrawlerbox. I really can't remember when I would have got this. So I'm just going to put a bit of yellow here where the moon is. And whatever it does, I'm letting it do. This is just getting back, learning how the paints work. Yeah. I've got out my granulating, and I should have most probably, a bit of me is a bit annoyed with myself, but that's okay. I'll get over myself. I do it all the time. So yeah, these are granulating, so I'm just going to let them granulate and do their thing. And then once it's dry, I will go in with the Derwent pastel paint that I got from a Scrawlerbox as well. Gosh, if you're a new artist in New Zealand and you can put up with the wait is very, very long for Scrawler to get here. And there were times when I received my Scrawlerbox, and I know that you'll find this hard to believe, but people were on to the next Scrawlerbox, and that's what I found so frustrating. That's why I stopped getting it. And I couldn't enter half the competitions because it was taking so long to get here. So it annoyed me. It just annoyed me. It was one of those things that, you know, when I could wait, and then I got impatient. I was like, but I want it now. Why can't I have it now? You know, why can't they send mine out? They know it's going to take an extra month to get here. Why can't they send mine out earlier? It's always going to be, you know, I'm always going to be behind everyone, and I can never enter anything. So that was one of the little peeves I had with the company. Not really the company, it's more New Zealand Post. You know, it was New Zealand to England is a long way to come, and whoever Scrawler was using to do their postage with was incredibly slow. So I do know these pastel paints are kind of like a gouache, people used to say, and so yeah, they're not translucent paints, but when I got them, I loved them, and I still like them now. It's just one of those paints, you're either going to like them or you're not. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to like this. It's not working out how I want it to, and I'm off camera. Shocking, I'm off camera. Sorry, it just glanced up. So how am I going to fix this? I'm going to put lots and lots of water. I'm going to spray it. Lots and lots of water. Put my tissue down and start picking up some of that paint and moving it to other places. There we go. Oh, I left my, oh gosh, can't believe I did that. Never ever leave your brushes in water. I just did it. Oh dear, don't listen. Oh, never ever leave your brushes, any paintbrush, in your water container. You'll ruin the ferrules. and your paintbrushes aren't going to last very long. So it's a big no-no. I've just done it. I don't know. I haven't done that in years and years and years. Once I realised, your paintbrushes, once you get them, and you'll find one that you really, really like, it'll be like, oh, this is a cool paintbrush. Well, if you leave it in the water, you won't have that paintbrush for very long. Let me tell you that right now. Yeah, it's just how things are going. I'm wetting everything, but that's okay because I'm just going in, I'm picking up with my very dirty tissue, and then I'm just going to slop it all. I'm slopping it. Oh dear, I'm throwing it down. I guess in a way I am throwing it down, but I kind of know the effect that I'm wanting. So by doing this, I will have that effect. Oh, my throat's all dry. I need a drink of water. It was a long time. I'm actually a bit running behind with all I did this morning, so I need to speed this up. I can't fiddle around with it forever. I've done I think they're called chibis or chubbies or chubies or whatever they are. Anyway, I used to draw them years and years ago. I haven't done them in ages. I wanted a little witch on a mushroom. I don't know. When I hang out the washing at the moment, the moon's out. Am I still in shot? No, I'm down here now. The moon's out, so it's lovely to have the moon out when you're hanging out washing it. It really is. It really is lovely. So, well, anyway, the moon's out, so I was, you know, thinking, as you do from time to time, I feel like one of those, you know, a witch hanging out me washing. So, yeah, I'm just going to see how this goes. I'm pulling off some of the water now and also some of the paint, but that doesn't bother me too much. I kind of want a look in the sky that I'm getting at the moment. I don't know if it'll stay there because when watercolour dries, you lose a lot of the pigment. So yeah, especially now that I've wet the paper so much. Did I tell you what paper it was? Well, anyway, it's Derwent watercolour paper. It's lovely stuff. You can't actually get it here in New Zealand. So once my I guess my stash of Derwent is gone, that'll be it. Unless I know someone who's going over to England and I give them some money and hopefully they can throw some in their carry-on luggage or something for me. I don't know. Yeah. Or if I get really desperate, I could send Annie some money, beg her to order me some, and I'll pay postage. I don't know. Yeah, or someone over there in England. I'm sure they would do that for me. You know, if I sent them the money and everything, it didn't cost them anything. I guess the painful bit would be the postage. I don't know. I know Annie said they pick the post. I'm amazed by that. They pick the postage up from your house. Oh, I love that. So, yeah, I'm intrigued by that. You know, a courier firm in New Zealand, I guess from time to time might do that. But I can't imagine it. Yeah, it amazed me when she showed us with the guys there picking up the mail. It was like, wow, so foreign. Yet they're not because they're English, and you know we're part of England. We come under the King Charles and all of that. Well, at least I'm fairly certain we still do. Yep. Which doesn't bother me because, you know, I think Princess Catherine would be an amazing asset to any country. And her lovely husband seems wonderful too. But you see, I'm not there, so I don't know. Maybe they're really awful people. I don't know. But I just, from what I've seen on the news, Princess Catherine seems very, very nice. Very loving, giving person. But like I say, you know, we're just one of the far-reaching, and I know when Charles came to, King Charles, I guess I should say. I've always thought of him as Charles. I don't know why. King Charles came to Australia. He didn't come here, and I know it really annoyed some people. Didn't bother me at all. If it had been Princess Catherine, I might have been a little bit more annoyed, but it was like, oh, he's the king, he's busy. I'm sure she is too. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's because we've seen her do the Christmas thing on the TV, the carols and everything, and she played the piano, and it just makes them, yeah, they just seem like lovely people. Well, there we go. Now I'm actually getting what I'm wanting. So who knew? I did wet the paper quite a bit, and I'm going to have to let it dry because I've used, sorry, I went quiet there. I'm just trying to get this area all right for what I'm thinking. What was I saying? I have wet it, so it's going to take a while for it to dry, and I can't dry it because I have used granulating paints. And I do love my granulating paints, and it doesn't bother me that I have to let everything dry off. So we'll finish this one tomorrow. And also I'm busy tomorrow. I'm off to a harvest festival. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's just going to be a lovely trip in the car with Anne, and yeah, I love going to Lake Moana. It's so beautiful there. Oh, we have so many beautiful places here on the coast. So many. Oh, funny. Tori is on holiday at the moment, and she said the view outside my office window. And when she showed us the hole in the rock, I was like, oh, Tori's at Punakaiki. Why didn't Tori tell me she was at Punakaiki? I would go and see Tori. Tori, why haven't you told me? And then it clicked. She's somewhere in England. She's got the pretty houses, the white houses and everything. That was so funny. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh, get over yourself, Paula. Get over yourself. Yes. So actually, I really do like the sky. Gosh, I hope it comes out. I'm hoping I'm putting enough layers down for it to still be quite dark, because it's so wet. It might not, but there is something about this blue. I just love it so much. Now I don't want to go, because this is a witch. Yeah, I know, I'm hanging out the washing, and I'm feeling very witch-like at the moment with the moon out and the sun shining down, and oh, it's so nice out there today. And I think if I'm lucky, a bit more of the bruise on my foot has come out, so I might be able to take Cleo for a little bit of a stroll if I'm really, really lucky. So I envision this as, gosh, it's really wet. I've wet it so much. I've envisioned this as a mushroom house, kind of, that's all joined together. So you can see where, and the witch with her familiar mouse and cat. The cat, I think the cat would still be, well, I think it would be smaller than the mouse. I don't know. I was just playing as I was drawing. I haven't done a chibi in ages. Gosh, I actually hardly ever do people anymore. I just, yeah, I think at times I feel like I'm getting it a little bit wrong, and with people, you need to be a bit more exact. But when it's a cartoony thing like this, I'm okay with it. I'm like, yep, no, that's fine. It can be, a little bit cartoony. But, yeah. So hopefully I've got the proportions. It's been so long since I've drawn anything like this. Gosh. Hopefully I've got the proportions right on this. Yeah, I won't know until I go in a little bit more. I'm going to put some more blue in there and hope like crazy that that's going to. I just love this blue. In fact, I was really lucky when I came across these quite a few years ago. It was when, which paint? Daniel Smith. I think it was Daniel Smith. I was in Robert Harris. You see, I was in Robert Harris. That's really unusual for me. I'm not normally in the art store anymore. Gordon Harris. I'm not normally in Gordon Harris anymore because I like the art store more. Yeah, I like the service in there better. I like their products. They have more English colours, more paints, and they have the most amazing range of pencils. Oh my goodness. Anyway, there I was, and Gordon Harris, having a look around as I was, back then, and I came across these Daniel Smith, and they were granulating, and I really, really liked the look of them, but they were like $180. And, for 4 colours, it was just so far out of my price range, like so far out of my price range. It wasn't funny. Enthusiastic artist, not really, not really selling a lot. I couldn't really buy them and say, well, I would definitely use these. And they were just far too expensive. I couldn't warrant the cost of it. Girls needed ballet shoes, and there were other things that were just more important in my life. I got cheap art stuff at that stage, and I was very happy with that. So I shouldn't really complain. And if it sounds like I am, I'm not. I just couldn't afford these paints, jolly paints, and I so wanted them. And my husband came home and looked online and found these at AliExpress. And, a couple of weeks later, all of a sudden I had these granulating paints. And ever since then, I've loved granulating paints. Yeah, I want the Kiritaki granulating paints. And they've got those in at the art room over in Christchurch. So, sooner or later, I'll get those. It's just when you get around to it, even now, I don't need them. They're just something I like. They're not professional paints. They're not, and that's just it. I've actually got a lot of paint. I've most probably got enough paint that I don't need to go out and buy any more paints for the rest of my life, and I would have more than enough to paint the rest of my life quite happily. But the want monster kicks in, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys have the want monster. So I'm just, I've wet this and I'm just granulating away, just throwing in this black. Now, it's not just the black. So, gosh, can we see all the different colours it has? See, it's got some pinks and it's got some blues in there. And to get the granulating effect in paints, what the manufacturer does is it grounds down the different pigments that we all love, and they sit in different layers within the paper. But because this is a Derwent, and it's a Derwent very soft, the Derwent paper is very soft, but not only that, it's also this one, it has absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? It's smooth, it's hot press. It's got no grooves for all the paint to run into. So what I'm seeing with my eye is actually how I'm going to see it when it's dry, because there's no extra grooves for it to run into. So the paints won't split as much as what they should, but there will still be a little bit there, but nowhere near what there would be normally. But I don't know. I just love the look of them. I like all that, you know, without even trying. I'm getting pinks and I'm getting blue, and it's kind of hard to explain. But anyway, this is how when I go crazy, this is how I do my my skies, which people seem to love. Yeah, no one's more surprised than me, trust me, when someone says, oh, I really love that sky. It's always nice too. You feel like you've accomplished something. I'm just going to lift a little bit. Oh, I'm most probably lifting too much, but I just feel that's, oh no, actually I quite like that too. So and here I want a bit more black, so I'm just going to go in with the black and put it over the top, and then bring the, I know I'm wetting my paper a lot. I had noticed with this Derwent paper when I got it years ago that it can take the punishment. So I don't know, I don't think Derwent's paper is a cotton one. I could be wrong, maybe it is, but I've got a funny feeling it's not. And it seems to take the punishment very, very well. I've noticed that my black is nearly out, so I don't know if you can still buy this paint online. There we go. So there we go. So I will take a picture of when it's dry, and I will finish this off tomorrow because it's going to take an age for this to dry today. I'm still moving. See how wet it is? I can still move the paint around. And I don't see the point. And I'm putting more water on because I want the paint to kind of split a bit more in the colour, even though, yeah. I don't know. Now I'm thinking I might go in with coloured pencils, actually. Would be kind of nice to have this in the background and then the coloured pencils. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. You never know where I'll go with something. I'm sure, I just think, I think it might be nice to have this in the background and then some coloured pencils. I have got some lovely macaron set, which is nice and pastel-y. So I'm into pastel at the moment because Schminker, if you're overseas, they've got a whole new, I think there's like 6 of them, pastels paints out, which look amazing, absolutely amazing. Not here in New Zealand yet. I've got my hot little eye out for those. And yes, you see, so I will buy that before I will buy more granulating paint. Don't know, there's something about pastels at the moment, pastel colour paints that I'm liking, and of course neon. So yes, so this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up would be great. Leave a comment down below, and tomorrow you'll actually get to see the picture come together. At the moment, I think we're in the hot mess state, aren't we? Could be in the hot mess state. Doesn't really look like much, kind of messy. Yeah, then again, it might be fun to go in like I did here and with the metallics. Oh, that's something I wanted to try, so I'll try it now. I wondered, yep, they're lifting up. So if I get them wet, they're going to, yeah, they're going to lift up. So that lifted all up and came away. So I'm going to have to, I guess, if I use it as a card, which is what I'm wanting to do, I'm wanting to use these prints as cards, thank you cards. I'm going to have to spray it so that if the card gets wet, it's not going to run while it's going overseas. Yeah, but it's just a fun thing to try out while I kind of sorted out. I thought by doing that I would have got rid of the whole mushroom thing, but yeah, it didn't. But oh, it's starting to dry now, and you can see what I mean about the colours splitting. See how we've got the blue, and The blue actually has, you can see it there, the blue has reds and pinks in it. The black, you can't really see. The black has purple and what other colour? Oh, there's a burnt umber in there. And from time to time, I had noticed with the black, you also get kind of a yellow. So, yeah, you can see it kind of coming, oops, yeah, oh dear, coming through here. I just put my hand in it. There we go, fix up my... And then the other one is the purple, and you can't see anything with the purple, but with the purple you get purples, blues, and more a kind of a magenta, kind of, every so often you'll get a magenta through it, and it's really fascinating. So yes, oh look, I should go, I'll make the video up, I'll post it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my kind of inane chatter today. You poor people. Oh dear. Thumbs up, leave a comment, and thank you very, very much for watching. Yeah, it's really exciting.